is now.
Scott, hold that other one up so it'll rip her veil off. We'll sit in the chairs. Here comes the bride. Savannah, come here.
Come on, honey.
Frieda's coming. Up by the time.
Then we get a picture.
Well, look at Frieda's pretty dress. Come on, let's go sit down. Scott, grab her.
Come.
Well, we're gonna sit down. They're gonna come sit with us.
How are you sitting there to go with her? Little one said,
Not mine. You gonna sit down or what?
come on, let's sit down. We gotta watch it. Go over here by mommy. Let's go find her. Sammy, come sit up here. Come here, Dad.
By the authority vested in me, I hereby your God and priest. Today we are gathered to witness your marriage, to share in the joy of this occasion. Stand before me today as truly parents on who wish to express their desire to spend the rest of their lives.
Look at Dad all sober.
By your mutual willingness to enter into this
I've been through this before, he's thinking.
He records everything he's saying.
God, you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife. Honor God, repeat after me. I, God, my wife, promise to support, maintain respect in our lives together. Frieda, repeat after me. I, Frieda, take God. Given that wedding ceremony, rings around, symbolize whenever it's in love with a person.
It says ask, see if, yeah, just see if one will take pictures, and see if it'll start cranking it. Make sure I put it, yeah, I put it in front of. You guys, Rebecca, get up.
God, for as much as God and Frieda have been together in
Spectators from the windows and all the fans here.
They have.
Yes, I'm going.
Get in your way.
Can I slide through here a minute?
No, I said he is.
I've been here enough myself.
Okay, let's have that. Have some wood?
How about a kid?
Yeah.
Scott, can we get a picture of Tom? I thought you had it. Want to run real quick?
I was hoping you. Huh? What?
Go by it, Frieda.
When she goes back, yeah. When she goes back. We'll wait till 3 weeks.
Well, if you come up, Savannah will come.
When you hear him whine, it went.
This is just a simple push-up.
Tim, when was the last time you
Just do top one. It's been a long time. Probably since we were
I think somebody should take our picture too. We're the parents.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
All right, I guess we'll.
You can have it.
You're here. We're gonna change. She's going around smelling all the flowers.
Hey,
She
you guys
wasn't
quit
picking them.
picking
She
them
just
flowers.
stopped over to sniff them.
Hey, leave them flowers alone.
She's smelling them.
We're at the dinner right at the hotel.
We're going to taste it.
Going with my parents too. I'm going over there.
Ready?
Man, I took his bib, he was gnawing on it, and he had right after I walked up and said, "Hey, fire."
All right. I'm taking wide angle. Stupid pictures on the camera, Trudy. Scout.
What the hell you take all those?
So, now what? Pictures of your...
Here, I want to get a picture of us with you.
Tell me if it's hot or not, man.
I'm gonna take a
I doubt if it is, it's probably coming from there.
so she can
to make that fountain work, see?
Well, I know, but the end's taped up there.
Yeah.
He got it with more.
See, it comes from there. It's got to be tied into the electric. It's probably, the rest of the hot part's probably buried.
We gotta take the flowers and translate.
Where,
Is this on?
Maybe you need to move up.
no. Where did Marcy go?
What are you looking for?
Marcy. Down there in the chairs there. Oh, well, we're gonna go walk around or something. Whose is this?
We'll hook up with you, Todd.
Turn marriage license. Now, don't lose that.
Well,
Okay, look at me.
You order something every week.
Wait, see you guys later. We're gonna head out. Okay, hold on, one more. You can't walk, you got flowers.
Zooming in.
There's a sale at Sears.
Wait.
Smile.
Okay, now it's this way.
How many do we need, huh?
Wow.
The last roll.
I just went and bought 2 more rolls over there.
Okay.
That's why it's my last roll.
Okay, why don't you guys want to do this?
Yeah.
Why don't you put yours? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, he's got enough cards.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh. Yeah, for the moment. That's good enough. We'll go change and then we'll go.
Turn and watch the horse. That means get out of the way, or they will run you over. The horse has the right of way on the island. Dedicated to Dr. William Dumont, the post position at Fort Mackinac during the early 1800s. Dr. Dumont became famous for his discoveries and insight into the human digestive process. Approximately about 500 people that live here on the island. They do have one doctor and one nurse here.
Ooh, I could get a job.
Now coming up here is the headquarters of John Jacob Astor, American Fur Company during the early 1800s. Millions of dollars of furs were created here on the island. Now they held like close to $3 million worth of furs here. Back in the 1800s, in between those buildings, that's where the Indians, the natives, pulled up their canoes on this side of the street, which was all water. Right here we have our city courthouse, city hall. We do have policemen here on the island. There's 2 jail cells. Either you folks are planning on partying, I don't know how to do it. Even though there is no authorized vehicles, we do have emergency vehicles on the island. This here is the Lennox Hotel. It is one of the important buildings on the island. Can anybody guess why? Anybody got any guesses? This house right here on the right, this building is one of the oldest houses on the island. It dates back to 1780. It's the structure, including the windows. my left is Cindy's riding stable horse. They do bring out horses for you to ride around the island. They charge $22 for the little horse and $20 on the hour. Over here to my left is like a little mall where you can shop and drop and you will not smell no fudge. Coming up here on my left is the Windsor Hotel. Right beside it is the Twin Twilight. Now these hotels homes the 3/8 of the 500 stories of the Grand Hotel. Backyard where these two newspaper stands are. That is the time carrier. They do publish papers during the summer once a week, during the winter once a month. It is probably the only cheapest souvenir you'll get at 50 cents a copy. In case you're wondering what the first cheapest souvenir is, this chick at the bottom of the shoes at the end of the day. We got plenty of that time. Over here on the right is Chambers Riding Stables. They are closed for the season, but they were open. They have a little point here on the island. On this lane, excuse me. If you're wondering what those red berry trees are, that is Mackinac. Coming up over here on my left, this white building here is in front of the Grand Cottage. This lilac tree is the oldest of the lilac trees, and it is 250 years old, and it hasn't missed a bloom. Now the lilac tree is not native to the island. It was brought over by the French to remind them of home. Now during mid-June they do have a lilac festival. It's probably the only time we get to smell something different instead of the horse manure and the fudge. Now why all the animals go to heaven? We got reservations. Now, if you take a look over here, that is the last two of the Jack's Riding Stables and Jack's Living Stables. If you're here throughout the day and you want to ride your own self-carriage, they do rent them out. The one-horse fixed carriage. I'll show you. Now, if you take a look over here on your right, this is the youngest church here. A couple of days ago, actually 2 days ago, no, yesterday. Yesterday there was approximately 8 weddings. Yes. Now all these stones on this church is hand-picked here on the island. The windows on that island are made in Paris and shipped to New York a year. Wondering why it's so shiny with plexiglass on there? Because some ladies and gentlemen, where that red building is with the flag, that is the public school for the people that live year-round on the island. Now the average graduating class it is 10 to 2. Last year they had a graduating class of 2. Luckily it was a boy and a girl to where they had their own senior prom. Grades go from kindergarten to 12th grade. To the hill, that white building with the 2 chimneys, that is the governor's mansion. When that building was first struck, people went up there and started bugging and asking all these questions. That's right. Now, if you look over here to your left, we are coming up to Motel 6. Let me leave the light on for you. I'm just kidding, folks. That is the Grand Hotel. The Grand hotel was built in 1887. It is all built out of white pine brought across the mainland. Can anybody guess how long it took to build the Grand Hotel? Any wild guesses?
3 years.
Less than that. Less.
5.
Less.
1.
Less.
1.
Less.
Less than 6 months.
Less. Half of 6 months. 3 months, ladies and gentlemen. 90 days.
People scattering around.
It wasn't a government job. No, I'm serious. It took him 90. Whoa, hold on. Whoa. It took him 90 days to build this Grand Hotel with 12 carpenters and a couple of hundred employees. But did I mention it? It probably wasn't half the size. Now, if you ladies and gentlemen take a look at the Grand Hotel's garden, they do spend close to $35,000 a year to do the garden. Do you see the 2 horses and the carriage right there in the middle? Those 2 horses don't do much work like these 2 I have, but they also have names. Anybody guess what their names are? The one on the left is Pete, the one on the right is Moss. Pete Moss. Come on.
This is the garden.
Look to the left. I suggest you go in there sometimes today. It is a Grand Hotel. That's probably the only free option you'll get from the Grand Hotel. But you can just walk up in there, and they have some antique carriages in there. Okay, they got a carriage that's called vis-a-vis, which means face-to-face. They also have some beautiful horses. Those nice-looking horses. There's a pair in there that is worth $35,000 each. It is pretty interesting going there. And then so that'd be like their guideline. And then once they see the trees start leaning, that just tell them it's unsafe to be on the ice. So they start melting and the trees start leaning. They'll choose somebody they don't like and send them out there and test the ice.
How much snow do they get here?
Oh, a lot. They get a lot of snow.
So do you live here
No,
all
I
year?
do not live here. No. I go back to Arizona where it's nice and warm. Barnes Garden. That only costs like about $25, and I don't know who looks after it. Anybody want to go for a hay ride, all you gotta do is grab a right. This is what we call Ponyland. These horses work 4 to 6 hours, get 12 hours off. Work another 3 and 4 hours, they get 24 hours off. And this is where they stay when they're on 24-hour break. As you can see, they got all you can eat solid bar out there and all the water they can drink all day. If you take a look way back there, that white barn, look at them pop. There's a gentleman that makes polyurethane horseshoes year round. I say about 6 to 8 weeks. During the summer, one carriage will do at least 12.
That's all right, I'll get it.
Sure you want to wait? Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to your driver and narrator, Derek.
Few post cemeteries in the world with the opposing sides of the war buried together. The flag's flown at half-mast, which is because there's unknown soldiers in there, and it's out of respect to them. Also happens in Arlington, Gettysburg, and on the USS Arizona, which is stationed in Pearl Harbor. Now, this is also a cave that, according to the autobiography of an English fur trader named Alexander Henry, when he was stationed at Fort Mackinac, which was near Mackinac City, in 1763, the natives uprose and destroyed it, and he was the only British person there who had his life spared by the natives. The main reason is because he treated them with more respect than the other British soldiers did, and he had very good dealings with them when it came to fur trading, and one of the natives were actually his blood brother, who warned him of the attack and brought him to Mackinac Island and hid him in the Skull Cave. Now, at first, Alexander Henry didn't even know what it actually was, and actually thought he was stumbling around in a pile of rocks and sticks. When about half an hour after he was in there, he realized the true reason for his discomfort, and he left that night. He got back in the canoe and actually made his way back to the mainland and slowly traveled through Canada and then went back to Britain, where he started writing his autobiography and of how Fort Mackinac was destroyed and everything like that that happened in the area. And it's the only first-hand account of events out here. It was released in 1765, called Attack on Mackinac. That stairway leads up to the highest point of the island. It's about 189 steps to the top. The highest point of the island is 339 feet above the lake level. Rabbits, chipmunks, squirrels, rats and mice, they're all over the place. We do have one raccoon on the island this year who snuck over in the garbage wagon after it was empty. And we do have a fox here on the island. He's been here for 2 years, and I couldn't even begin to guess how he got here. The only place in the area, the immediate area, that you will find deer is on that island that you crossed past with to the right of you when you came over on the boat with the lighthouse on it. Because there are no inhabitants on that island. It's called Round Island. And there are 11 deer there, from what I've been told this year. As for birds, we have a lot of crows and seagulls. Otherwise, you'll see very little other birds. It's pretty much what flies over here, and it's always very quiet out here in the state park. Except for at night with all the bat wings flapping. Plus, it takes too long to get up there and back down.
Well,
Might be so good out there, I don't want to come back.
I did it, and I got a bit more of it. Yeah, even right here.
Oh, you can go.
the Potomac.
Time to wane.
She's behind me too.
You think that's funny?
stage once. You did a pretty good job.
Everyone recognize everyone you came with or a suitable replacement? Alright, looks like we're off. Now the natives, they actually believed it to be a gateway to the spirit world in which their god, the Great Spirit, gets humanity who used to cross through to come to the island. And for this reason they treated the island as a religious sanctuary. And it actually wasn't the natives who first settled the island for that reason. They only visited here. It was actually the French, with the very first French missionary landing on the island in 1633. There or more than that. Regular real estate is still a little above average. Property tax level is a little bit higher, but the greatest thing about buying property on the island is that you can sell your car to make the down payment on the home. Now the next side of the tour you're going to see is Fort Mackinac. And the fort here, this is where I can stop to let you guys off to tour the fort if you want to. Now there's 14 historic buildings inside Fort Mackinac. And each one has a story of its own. They also have a cannon firing or a rifle firing every half hour, so if you're in there for an hour you'll be able to see both. There's a good place to catch lunch there too if you wanted to know where a good place to eat is. It's called the Tea Room. It's catered by the Grand Hotel, but the prices are like the same as downtown, so it's not bad. There's costume interpreters to explain Fort Mackinac to you if you wish. A multimedia display that they put in at the end of last year called Mackinac, an island famous in these regions. And it details the island's history all the way from when fur trading dominated the island until fudge started dominating the island. So you can check all that out as well. They do have an admission price though, and it's $7.25 for adults, $4.25 for children. Children under 5 are free. Or $21 for 2 adults and as many children as you can fit. They're all set.
Hi, Frieda.
I want to see it.
You are seeing it right now.
You better not be recording me.
Why? I am. Yeah, this is our room. Frieda's watching Oprah.
Are you recording over stuff?
Yes, I am. Our wedding.
You better not be. Todd, give me the frickin' thing.
Ooh, listen to that language. Pizza.